have a week and 2 days of data. The issue is that why would recovery from infection be variable? It's actually variable because you can present with really severe disease, unfortunately, and then you actually have more durable immunity. You have stronger T cells and you have antibodies that last a long time. Then if you present with more mild disease, the opposite is true. Your antibodies will likely come down more quickly and a vaccine would be merited. Same with the vaccine, by the way. The vaccine, AstraZeneca, does not raise as high of antibodies as the mRNA vaccines do. And so they may be stronger, but then again, Moderna is a stronger mRNA vaccine than Pfizer, higher dose and more duration between doses. So all that put together is it's complicated, it's mixed. And in South Africa, the vaccine program started with a lot of AstraZeneca at the beginning. It actually started much later than we did here in the United States. We don't have even rates of vaccination in South Africa, 23%, 25% now. And fundamentally, rates of previous infection were less likely to be severe. It's a younger population. So all of that makes it complicated. And it's been longer since people have had their natural infection in South Africa. And then finally, the paper that you just referenced, or the data that you just referenced, there's no mention of protection against severe disease, which we're beginning to understand. We're going to see a lot of reinfections, whether you're vaccinated or whether you've been previously infected. Mild infections in the nose with an endemic circulating high-level virus, we're going to see it. What's the protection against severe disease? That's the fundamental question.
Dr. Gandhi, maybe I'm the outlier. I do read a great deal about these subjects. I was really shocked. I'm reading in this week about Germany and their lockdown, and I saw that line, and the line said, but the folks who've had COVID are treated the same, in lay terms, the people who've had COVID are treated the same as people who've been vaccinated. Catherine, if you can put that map back up of the world, I want to show it. And when we then looked at the research and we saw how many nations, European nations, the European Union, the Vatican, treat you the same, but the United States does not, I don't understand the disconnect. Can you say anything further on that? Why are we not doing it the way they, and who has the right idea, us or them?
You know, I actually think Europe does, because you can't discount natural immunity. When you're in a state of the data where you're in a generally equal situation, some are a little better, some are this way, but essentially, it's essentially the same, the protection from specifically severe disease, from having natural infection versus being vaccinated. You can't, frankly, discriminate against those who have been recovered. And European nations are no slouch. They know their science, and they put all the data together, and they've decided that those who are recovered have the same sort of rights, at least in the case of Germany, than those who are vaccinated. There is a Lancet Infectious Disease Review that was published just earlier this month that puts all the data together. Dr. Klausner's the last author, all the data together, epidemiologic and immunologic, and concludes that if you're going to do vaccine mandates, you should allow those who have had prior immunity to count, and encourages immunity mandates like Europe is doing. So how can I explain this?
I want to have the conversation. I am here to have the conversation. I don't have your expertise. I just think it's ripe for dialogue, especially when we're so dug in, and maybe this is one way we can bridge the partisan divide on these issues. Thank you, Dr. Gandhi. That was really informative.
I can't believe CNN did it. I'll be damned.
What are your thoughts? Tweet